It's Free IP presents Pussyville. Pussyville, the Public Domain Day 2024 special. Be sure to stick around to the end of the episode for an announcement about Pussyville Season 1.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Tommy.
Happy New Year, Papa.
Happy New Year, little bro. Come here and give me a hug.
You smell kind of funny, Julius.
Oh, well,
Tommy, can you please give me and Julius a moment to talk alone?
Sure, Papa.
Julius, I thought I told you I don't want you bringing any catnip around Tommy.
I didn't bring any into the house. I only had a little bit in my car.
That's why you stepped out for a few minutes earlier? You can't even spend time with your little brother without wanting to use catnip?
Hey, I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go visit Ozzy.
No, Julius. Give me your car keys. You're staying here for the rest of the night until you sober up.
But Pops!
No buts, Julius. I don't want you endangering yourself or others on the road by driving under the influence.
Fine.
Rue, time to wake up.
Hi, Mom.
Look who's here to see you.
Happy New Year, Rue.
Christopher Robin.
Chris has something fun for you guys to do this morning.
Yeah, we're gonna make Oreo mug cakes.
Morning, everyone. Hey, Chris. Happy New Year.
Same to you, Ozzy. What you got there?
This? It's just my radio. I brought it down so we could listen to the Woggle Bug radio show. He's gonna play some songs that just entered the public domain today.
There's an open outlet over there. Go ahead and set the radio up and we'll be back in a moment.
Gotcha.
Here are all the ingredients: Oreos, milk, sugar, baking powder, cocoa powder, and flour. And we have plenty of mugs for everyone to have some mug cakes.
Thanks, Kanga. First, let's take 4 Oreos and crush them up.
What's next, Chris?
Put the crushed up Oreos in your mug. Then pour in about 1/4 cup of milk, a tablespoon of sugar, tablespoon of flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of cocoa powder. Then you mix it all together.
And done. Now what?
Now we put the mugs in the microwave for 1 minute.
Are you guys almost done? The show's about to start soon.
Just a few more seconds.
And now we eat and enjoy.
Yummy.
You kids go to the living room with Ozzy, and I'll make more mug cakes for everyone.
Just in the nick of time. Let's listen to the radio now.
You're listening to the Woggle Bug Radio Show. As always, I'm your host, the highly magnified and thoroughly educated Professor Wogglebug. Today, I'd like to...
Hey everyone. Hey Christopher Robin.
Piglet, if you don't mind, I'm trying to do a show here.
What? How did he hear me through the radio? Shh. Oh, sorry.
As I was saying, today I'd like to showcase some of the latest additions to the public domain. For the uninitiated, songs published as sheet music in 1928 and audio recordings made in 1923 can now be freely used by anyone. To start things off, here is a recording of Eddie Cantor singing No Nora, composed in 1923 by Ted Fiorito and Ernie Erdman, and with lyrics by Gus Kahn.
In the apartment above me, there is the lovingest hair. I don't know what she has to be jealous of. She has a face that just a mother could love. And still I know she's always worried some girl will steal her prize away. She's always asking, is there somebody else? I guess it's just to hear him say, no, Nora, nobody but you, dear. You know, Nora, yours truly is true, dear. When you accuse me of flirting, I couldn't, I love you so. I have chances, too many to mention. Never give them a bit of attention. And would I trade you for Venus? No, Nora, no. has a lot of detectives who check him up every day. She's read about those men who lead double lives. She's making sure she won't be one of those wives. She thinks he looks like Douglas Fairbanks, although he has been turpentine. 100 times a day she calls on the phone, and every time she does he sighs. No, no, Nora, nobody but you, dear. You know, Nora, that I sing like blue, dear. And when you're speaking of cheating, I couldn't, I love you so. I see eyes that are full of affection, but I look in another direction. And do I care for the follies? No, no, Nora, no, no. I see eyes that are full of affection, but I always look in another direction. And would I fall for Peggy Hopkins? No, no, Nora, no, no.
That song was silly.
And catchy, if I do say so myself. Now for a word from our sponsor, the Shock Cushion. Are you tired of your office chair exploding, sending you flying across the room and embedding shards of metal into your body that need to be surgically removed? Those hospital bills can
Do you
add
think
up
he'll
pretty
let us
quickly,
call in a
and
song
recovery
request?
is
Yeah,
long
he does
and
it all the
painful.
time. Here, you can use my
Introducing
phone.
the
Let me
Shock
just dial the
Cushion.
number.
This seat cushion
And
is filled
there
with
you go.
shock-absorbing
Thanks, Ozzy, I'm on hold.
materials and has a Kevlar exterior to protect your posterior from the shock of the explosion and the shrapnel released by it. Best of all, you can protect your posterior for the bargain price of only 12,000 Ugandan shillings. To place your order, call 1-800-COVER-MY-ASS and mention promo code WOGGLEBUG to get 1 Ugandan shilling off your purchase. Ladies, gentlemen, and riffraff, I have just received some breaking news. A crowd of soon-to-be former Mayor Harold Hamgravy supporters have gathered outside of Pussyville Town Hall to protest his loss in the recent mayoral
Is he
election.
still pushing those
We now
debunked
take you to
conspiracy
the scene
theories that the election
outside
was
of
rigged?
Pussyville
What a
Town
sore
Hall,
loser.
where Mayor Hamgravy is delivering a speech.
The whole thing was a fraud, I tell you. A sham! The kind of thing you only see in a third world dictatorship. We need to stand up and fight to take our city back from the vermin that wants to steal it away from us.
We'll keep you posted on this developing story as more updates become available. In the meantime, we have a caller who has been patiently waiting on hold. Hello, you're on the air with Professor Wogglebug.
Hi, Professor. My name is Christopher Robin, and I'd like to request a song, please.
What would you like to hear, little one?
Can you please play Sunshine by Irving Berlin?
Of course, my boy. You're in luck. We have a recording of this song by Isto.
Yay!
Give the blues a chase. Find a sunny place. Go and paint your face with sunshine. Pay your doctor bills. Throw away his pills. You can cure your ills with sunshine. Why don't you take your teardrops one by one before it gets too late? Hang them up out in the sun, and they'll evaporate when your troubles start pounding at your heart. Rub the injured part with sunshine. Why don't you take your teardrops one by one before it gets too late? Hang them up out in the sun, and they'll evaporate parade when the troubles start pounding at your heart. Rub the injured part with sunshine. Oh, that beautiful sunshine.
Dear listeners, I have just received some disturbing news. A riot has broken out at Pussyville Town Hall. Harold Hamgravy's supporters have forced their way past police barriers
Oh my
and
goodness.
have breached the building.
I'm
Some
scared.
police officers are on the scene
Everything's
attempting to
gonna be
restore
okay,
order.
sweetie.
We will keep
Come
you all
here and let me
posted
hold
as
you.
the situation unfolds. We have another caller holding. Hello, you're on the air with Professor Wogglebug.
How's it going, Professor? I'd like to request my son's favorite song, Dirty Hands, Dirty Face.
Ah, yes. The song composed by James V. Monaco and with lyrics by Grant Clark and Edgar Leslie. Here's a recording of Marion Harris singing this beautiful ditty.
Wonderful pals are always hard to find. Some folks have one, some folks have none. I was alone for years, but fate was kind, and in the end sent me a friend. Although he's not much higher than my knees, still he's the greatest thing on earth to me. Dirty hands, dirty face, leads the neighbors a chase, but his smile is as cute as can be. Making noise, breaking toys, always fight with the boys, but his eyes are a vision to see. And when my work is done, coming home to the setting sun, from the gate he starts to run. Then I kiss my boy. Dirty hands, dirty face, little devil they say, but to me he's an angel of joy. Oh, I know he's not a saint. He gets full of mud and paint, and he's up to mischief at the swimming pool. I suppose he laughs and yells when he rings the neighbor's bell, and he has his scraps with other kids at school. I've been hearing folks complain that he broke a window pane when he hit a home run in a baseball game. And it nearly drives me wild, for the ones who knock my child will cheer Babe Ruth each time he does the same. If some folks would look back a few years, they might realize that their behavior was worse than his when they were his size. He knows right from wrong, says his prayers, and doesn't tell lies. But now and then he misbehaves like every other little boy. And if I lost him, I'd die. He may not attract your eye with his little dirty hands and dirty face, but to me, he's an angel of joy.
That was such a beautiful song. Now a word from our sponsor, Gator Finder. It's that time of year again. Alligators are going around hiding their eggs in people's homes. Do you want to be one of the unfortunate souls that discovers an alligator living in your
Julius,
house?
I'm so
Of
glad to
course
see
not.
you.
That's
But I
where
thought you'd be
Gator
here last
Finder
night.
comes in.
Yeah,
This machine
I
will find those
lost
sneaky
track of
gators
time.
hiding
At
in
least
your
you're
house
here now.
and
Come on
convert
in,
their
we're
skin
listening to
into
the
the
Woggle Bug
garment of
radio
your
show.
choice. Don't
Monkey?
let alligators
thanks.
take over your living space, and get some nice gator skin shoes in the process. You can get yours at the Gator Finder store at 8008 West No Mama's Way. The first 69 customers will receive a free bag of cocaine with their purchase. We now return you to our Public Domain Day program. I'm being told we have a very special caller on the line. You're on the air with Professor Wogglebug.
Hello, Professor. This is Minerva Mouse speaking, and I'm here with my fiancé Mortimer.
Hi, Professor.
Mickey and Minnie Mouse? To what do I owe this pleasure?
It's bad news, I'm afraid. Thanks to the riot going on at Town Hall, the parade we planned for our entry into town had to be cancelled.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
We're still coming to town and might plan an event sometime in the near future. But for now, I'd like to request a song.
And what might that be, Mickey?
Me and the Man in the Moon, composed in 1928 by James Monaco, and with lyrics by Edgar Leslie.
Excellent choice. We have a recording of that song by Ukulele Nick.
Why did my sweetie leave me? Why did we have to part? No other sweetie can relieve me of my aching heart. Oh, why can't I have the sunshine instead of gloom? Why must I have to live with shadows in my little room? When the night is dark and peaceful, love and hearts are all in tune. There's two lonesome people in the whole wide world, that's me and the man in the moon. When the little birds are nesting and I listen to them croon, there are two lonesome people in the whole wide world, that's me and the man in the moon. Just before I'm counting sheep, through my window he comes to peep, and with each other they sympathizing, looking at those happy people while they sit around and spoon. There are two lonesome people in the whole wide world, that's me and the man in the moon. Nothing could please me better, nothing could bring more cheer than to retrieve a nice love letter from my sweetie dear. Nothing but disappointment adds to my misery. Nobody ever seems to care for melancholy me. When the night is dark and peaceful, love and hearts are all in tune. There are two lonesome people in the whole wide world, that's me and the man in the moon. When three little birds are nesting and I listen to them croon, there are two lonesome people in the whole wide world, that's me and the man in the moon. Just before I'm counting sheep, through my window he comes to peep, and with each other they sympathizing, looking at those happy people while they sit around and whole wild world, that's me, and the moon in the moon.
I have great news for all of you listeners. The insurrection is over. Harold Hamgravy's supporters have been driven out of Town Hall, and many have been arrested, and democracy prevails in Pussyville. Let's celebrate with a word from another one of our sponsors, Anti-Insurrection Boots. Democracy is a fragile thing, and many democratic governments have fallen to authoritarian goons who do everything
look who's
possible
here.
to take away power from who it truly belongs to.
Come on in,
The
guys.
people.
We're
How do
listening
we
to the
stop
radio.
Forces of
We have mug cakes for
authoritarianism
you
before they
two.
strip
Thank you
away
very
our
much,
hard-won
Rue.
right to have a say in how our government should be run? Try anti-insurrection boots. These heavy-duty boots have a pointed tip and spikes in the soles, so one good kick in the rear is sure to make any would-be insurrectionist think twice about trying to take power away from the people. Order now, and you'll get attachable rocket boosters for your boots to send those fascist bastards to the moon. We're almost at the end of our show, so this will be the last request for the day. You're on the air with Professor Wogglebug.
Hello, Professor. This is Crazy Cat.
How may I help you, Crazy Cat?
I don't know what song to request, but do you have any recordings of Cliff Edwards?
I most certainly do, Crazy. Here is Old Fashioned Love, written in 1923 by Cecil Mack and James P. Johnson.
Most folks nowadays say old-fashioned ways should give place to things that are new. But somehow I hold to things that are old. Perhaps it's an old-fashioned view. I love my old books, the corners and nooks of my old home and the old friends. Old memories too, one love that is true, lasting all through life until it ends. I've got that old-fashioned love in my heart, and there it shall always remain. My love is like the ivy vine, cling a little closer all the time. Through the years, joy and tears, just the same. I've got that old-fashioned faith in my heart, and no changes can tear it apart. If all the dry land changed to sea, it would never make any change in me. I've got that old-fashioned love in my heart. It would never make any change in me. I've got that old-fashioned love in my heart.
Thank you for for watching the Pussyville Public Domain Day 2024 special. For all you Pussyville fans out there, Season 1 will be released this year, but we need your help to make the show even better. If you'd like for the show to have a visual accompaniment rather than just being a radio drama, go to the Ko-fi link in the description and leave a donation. If we raise at least 20% of our goal, there will be a visual element added to the show. The more money we raise, the better the show will be, so please help us reach our goal. As usual, you can find the voice actor credits in the description. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment for the algorithm, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss what comes next from It's Free IP.